Hello, it's me again. I wanted to walk you through our final project outline because you are undoubtedly still finishing up your annotated bibliography, but some of you are finished, and I wanted you to have everything you need to finish the semester. So, the first couple of things to note is this is one slide deck for all several of my classes, so some of this may look a little bit different as far as due dates and such. So do check Blackboard for specific due dates for your course. In general, though, everyone is going to be making a multimodal composition presentation for the final project in the class. It will take the place of any traditional final exam. So first thing we need to make sure everybody knows about is what is multimodal. So modes are the types of text, and in general these can be divided into 4 categories, but this is not exhaustive. So traditional text, which would be something that you actually write or type, and it can be found or created by you. Images, photos that you take, that you found, that are created. It could be something that you draw or create, like a collage. Also, video and music, and these can be things you create originally that you find, or a combination of the two. So, multimodal means more than one of these types or modes is used in the project to create a new text. So here are some samples of multimodal compositions, and you can click on the links in the slideshow, but you will need to make sure that you remember that some of these are professional. So I don't expect you to create that, but a lot of them are student samples. So it's just a way for you to get an idea of what this could look like. And again, they don't have the same assignment as you. If you were in my class last semester, then you will recognize these. The purpose, though, is different than last semester. So you're not creating an argument on a topic. You are going to look back over all of your journal entries, formal papers, discussion board post notes, etc. from class, and then revisit the course outcomes, which are in the syllabus. And you will look at those outcomes and say to yourself, what is it that I have done to meet these objectives or not? And you're going to see, okay, where have I most grown? What have I most learned? How have I progressed in this semester? And where have I not? And you just need to be really honest with yourself about that, because this is a reflective project and it doesn't do anybody any good to lie. So the first thing you will do is actually reflect on your progress and just write out your answers. So what have you done so far to meet the outcomes, and what do you really think that you still need growth in, and why? And then what do you think contributed to your progress or lack of progress? And this could be, um, the style of teaching, could be the rigor of the course. It could be you and things that you did or didn't do. It could be a combination of all those things. But the pre-writing stage is just you thinking. It'd be like you writing in class to a journal prompt. You will share that with your classmates, so just be prepared for that eventually. Think then about, what is your one sentence takeaway after you've thought about all of this. This is going to be considered your thesis statement. So, in this course, what can you say in one sentence that is a declarative statement? So, this semester I have learned blah, 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 or this semester um, I have progressed from this to this. There will be examples given, but I'm not going to give you an example on the front end. That's not how I roll. So I want you to be thinking about, in one sentence, how can you state your takeaway from the semester in this course alone? And then you're going to think about what kinds of modes. So thinking back to this list. And then You also are going to have another slide about different types of technology you might want to use to create a short presentation. Um, there will be some options on the survey itself that you can choose from, or you can type in what something else under the other category. And then you want to review the assignment itself. So that's going to be posted under assignments or resources on Blackboard, but you can also click from this slide to the Google document. So here's some media options. You can look through these, and these are hyperlinked, so you can click on them. This is not an exhaustive list, but it might help you think about things you can do to kind of get some different modes going. Um, you really have unlimited options here, and it doesn't have to be done on technology. If you're wanting to do something like a poster collage, we got some really interesting projects last semester at the end of 101, although these were making an argument about a controversial topic. So it was different, but some people created original art, they did posters. So there are different options, but I want you to go with something that pushes you a little bit to use something that you are kind of good at or that you're interested in, that you like, something that might be even a little bit therapeutic. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but when you put time into creating a project like this, it can often suck up hours of your time. And let's be honest, right now, a lot of us have an abundance of that. Not all of you, I get it, but some of you have an abundance of time on your hands. So take this time to be creative. Um, we will discuss later about effective presentations and all that, but this is just enough to get you started. So once you've reviewed and went through all those steps, I want you to fill out this Google form. It needs to be done by Wednesday, so it will be done pretty quickly. And just keep in mind that it is actually, you know what? I'm going to make it due on Thursday. We have plenty of time, and that'll give you some more time to think about it. But it is going to be done this week because you need to get your head wrapped around what it is that you're going to do for this and then ask questions if you have them. Now, keep in mind that you're going to have more information as a couple of days pass by, but I want to know what you're thinking initially, and you want to go ahead and make some choices so that you can begin the process. You're going to start working on a plan, and you're going to make sure that you have answers to the things that I have written here. You want to address each one of those before you start, actually creating this. You will be sharing an overview. This is in the assignment too, but you will be sharing an outline or a storyboard, whichever is your choice, with your classmates, and that will count toward your overall score on this assignment. So you need to make sure that you're actually typing out your answers to these and having these things completed. It's not just going to be, okay, do all this in the final presentation, slap it on Blackboard and go. So I do want you to make sure that you're taking care to look through all of this and actually do these things in order. So if it's helpful to you to create a blank document and fill in your answers, you're going to need the syllabus because you're going to need to look at the course outcomes. You're going to need this assignment, and then you'll want to look at the different forms of technology and the samples of multimodal compositions so that you can get your head around what things you would like to use. So that's all I got for you for this week. I'll be posting other additional resources as we go along, but I just wanted you to have a good head start so you know what's required of you for the final presentation. The due dates are different by courses because you have different final exam periods. So you'll want to look under the assignments, and it's should be on your calendar as well, to figure out when your particular last day is to turn that in. Now, another option is you can present this live to me. So we'll be talking later. If you would prefer not to upload something to the computer, you're going to need to pick a time to meet with me on Blackboard Collaborate. So we'll work all that out later. This should give you a head start in working with the initial steps of this. So that's it. Have a good week.